good, Life and Poetry fam, and welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, Marcus T. You guessed it, the one and only, this guy, and we are back with another video. Guys, we are moving through here. We're moving through here, guys. Life and Poetry family, friends, and visitors. First and foremost, thank you for being here today. We're gonna have a great conversation about some stuff, and in keeping with what we're doing here, as I said in the previous videos, we're going to break down what's been happening with me these last couple of days in my recharging and regrouping. In the first video I did, opening up about this year, I introduced me being back, and we talked about how God was moving in my life, so on and so forth, and how I was just sitting with Him and loving on Him. And then the video after that, we talked about, what did we talk about? Let me think. Oh, staying and obeying, and how I was just staying with God and obeying what He was telling me to do. Guys, we're going to keep going on, guys. I think this video here, we're going to talk about faith a little bit here. Before we jump into anything, guys, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Let's grow the family. Let's grow the family. Let's keep growing. Let's keep building on what we have here. And again, remember, things are changing a little bit. And because it's so important. I don't want the fanfare. I don't want the cosmetics to distract me from what's being said here. We're gonna get in. We're gonna get out. We're gonna get the root of it. We're gonna get the meat, the juice, and the bones of it. And we're gonna have a great time doing it. But like I said, this is gonna be broken down in multiple parts here. Stay and obey with the first part. This is the second part, faith. More importantly, the faith of a mustard seed. And I want to talk about that just a little bit here, because as you know, because we all know that faith is an important thing as we walk through. We have to stand on faith, and faith is things unseen. Faith is believing in the things unseen. You got to believe in something, right? The definition, you can go look it up, but my interpretation of it, I believe in, that my belief has to be somewhere in an understanding that although I may not see it, doesn't mean it's not going to come to pass. I didn't see a lot of things, but look, they came to pass. I had faith that I was going to get married. I didn't know when it came to pass. I had faith that I was going to walk without the walker or the wheelchair. It came to pass. I'm on the cane. It came to pass. So that's my faith there. And as I went on this journey of recharging and regrouping, I was sitting with God. As I keep saying, I'm sitting with God, and God has shown me all these miraculous things about faith and all these, this and sitting in there. And I've been reading through I was reading through the book of John last month, and this month here I was in Luke. And it's so funny that in both books, it talks how God was going through just blessing people left and right, and He was just like bow, bow, bow. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Folks had, and it was amazing to me that God was blessing the people who didn't even have like that authentic faith sometimes. Like when Jesus was going through healing folks, He was like, yo, you sick, bow, you heal. You can't see, bow, you can see. Yo, you can't walk, bow, pick up that mat, let's move on about, let's go. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be all right. You only go into that pool to swim a little bit. Say, I'm here, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I'm taking it, right? You may not understand it like that, but how I break the word down is how I can understand it. So when God talks to me, He talks to me in like bow, boom, bing. It's just how we talk. It's how we conversate with each other. And I pray that you all have your own way of conversating or conversing with God, with your Heavenly Father, in a way that you can interpret, in a way that you feel comfortable doing. You don't always have to be that person that had those big old apostolic type prayers. Sometimes you're praying like, look, God, I need you. Boom, you out. Sometimes you want to go in depth. That's fine, but you pray how you pray. You talk to your Father how you talk to Him. You talk to God how you choose to talk to Him, and He will understand it. Trust me, and He hears it, right? But as I was saying, as I was in the Word, and I'm sitting and reading, and especially in Luke, I've been in Luke this month here. I think I'm on chapter. I don't even know what chapter. I think I'm on like chapter 19 or something like that in Luke. As of today, I'm on chapter 19. I'm reading a chapter a day through this month here, and I should be finished the book of Luke by the 20th. I'm looking at my calendar. I should be finished the book of Luke by the 20th, and next month I'm going to Acts. I'm not reading them in any specific order. I'm going with how God moves me to read them there. But I know that Acts is linked to Luke in a certain way. I don't know how, but I'm going to go in and see how. Right? I know that all the books are intertwined somewhere or another. Amen. So I'm going through, and I'm in Luke, and in Luke is speaking on how the encounters Jesus had with people were, and it's mind blowing as to how people were I don't know how to say this here, because again, it's my interpretation of it all. How people were doubting who Jesus, not only who Jesus was, but what he could do, and they had interpretation of God's law, but they didn't understand how this man can be coming down talking about he healing this here, and he's breaking rules. He's healing on the Sabbath day. He's working this and third. And Jesus like, look, did you do this on such a day? Ain't you operating this? Didn't God say this? Isn't the word say this? You know what I'm saying? And he's showing them as he goes on, that those who believe in him and those who have faith enough in him will pretty much be all right. And I remember reading a piece there, and again, my interpretation, and Jesus was talking to somebody. He might have been talking to one of the disciples, or he was talking to somebody, and he was like, what he said, the guy, the lepers, the guy with leprosy, with leper, something, I'm not pronouncing the word, but he was with him, and he was like, be healed. You know what I'm saying? He basically be healed, and it really only took faith of understanding that, look, if you believe in what I'm saying, it can come to pass. And ain't like Jesus was a magician. He wasn't pulling rabbits out of a hat. He was doing God's work. He was showing people that what God had for them was bigger than what man could put in front of them. Again, it's my interpretation. I'm not talking about just in the book of Luke. I'm talking about in the entire Bible. And what God's word is saying to us is that if we have trust in him, that what he has for us can exceed what the world has for us. And I'm speaking on that. I'm speaking in that type of parable, because it's like, no matter how much doubt we have, no matter how much fear, anxiety we have, although God didn't create us to have a spirit of fear, we have it. Our flesh is still human. The vessel that inhabits that contains our spirit is still human. And with that side of it all comes that spirit of fear, sometimes anxiety and doubt. But God is like, it's all right to be there. I got you. Although I didn't create you to have this spirit, I got you. I understand. Just trust me a little bit. He said, just have faith the size of a mustard seed. If you know how big a mustard seed is, guys, you guys will be jumping out your seat right now. You'll be liking the video. You'll be commenting. You'll be going screaming out your window. Trust me. A mustard seed is so minute. It's so small. If you see a comparison to a rock or a pebble or something, it's like, yo, I wish I had mine with me. Mine is somewhere. I think it's in my wallet. I carry my mustard seed with me everywhere I go. It's in my wallet. It's always next to my debit card. But it's always in my wallet. I always carry it. But God was simply showing me as in this time of regrouping that although I come back, right? Although I may have that doubt in my mind about things, although my faith may be a little bit shaky, a little bit, it's all right. It's okay. It is okay. And he showed me that as long as I just stay steadfast with him a little while longer, it was going to be all right. And I've been praying that my faith that it will be restored. I'm praying that it be refreshed, rejuvenated, regrouped, and recharged the way that I took the sabbatical off of social media and just working in general. I haven't even been writing, guys. My book number 2 is sitting on the shelf right now because I needed to take a break from everything. Even book number 3, or my side project book, which is my memoir that I will be working on very, very, very soon. God put it in my spirit to write this memoir about my testimony, about the year gap between when I first was diagnosed with my sickness until now, guys. It's been a roller coaster ride. And even in those times, my faith was shaky. But God always came back with the same 4 words. I think mustard seed is 2 words. I don't know. It came back the same words. Faith of a mustard seed. Faith of a mustard seed. It comes back there every time, guys. I'm excited. I'm moving. I'm so excited because God is literally working on my behalf when it comes to this thing here. And it's like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but I know I can't contain it. I'm not trying to rhyme. It just came out like that. But it's understanding that although I may not be here with my faith, it's all right to be here. It's all right because God is going to bless me no matter where I stand. Even if I'm laying down and can't move, God, I'm like, you know what, son? Rest, I got you. I got you. I've been fighting a cold for like about what, a week, about 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks now. My colds don't ever last as long. Normally that's about 3-4 days. About 2 weeks now. I've been fighting this thing with cough, medicine, tea, and halls, or cough drops, whatever you call them things. And it's coming, it's going, the phlegm, the stuff, the mucus is coming up. And I'm seeing God even in that. And God is like, look, the way you're spitting up that mucus is the way you're gonna spit up that doubt. We're gonna spit up that. He literally just said that in this second. The way I'm spitting up this mucus in my throat is why I'm gonna spit up this doubt. I'm gonna spit out that fear. It can't inhabit me no more. I got responsibilities now that are bigger than me. That are like, it's oh my gosh, life and poetry. If you guys understand, I'm excited so much about this here. Because understanding that all we need is faith the size of a mustard seed. Not to say that your faith should not exceed that mustard seed size. God is saying that all you need to believe in me is that much. And I got you. I got you. And that's all you need. That's all I ask. God is literally saying, all I ask of you is that you believe. Is that you believe. Right? See, when you give yourself back to Christ, when you give yourself to Christ, and even when you get baptized, you're going under that water with the belief of something. I believe that when you come out of that water, you're going to be made new, made whole. That something's going to break loose, something's going to come together. Belief. When you're praying to God and asking Him that something lines up, what are you doing? You're believing, right? God is saying, God literally spoke to me about 2-3 days ago, right? That if you believe in what I've told you so far, the blessing I have for you is going to be exponential, right? He spoke those words to me. And I'm like, but God, right? And immediately I was like, whoa, I just said, but God. I contradicted everything he said. I went on my face so fast to begin to pray about it. I'm like, God, I ain't mean that. It was slip of the tongue, God. You know how we do. I'm with words, God, words in my head. But he understood it. He understood that because I'm right now I'm in this gap space right now with a lot of things that in my gray area in this gap space, there are a lot of moving parts. There are a lot of unanswered questions that I have for a lot of things. And although I know I made up my mind to stop asking certain questions, they still linger, right? My flesh is still human. Those questions still linger. Why did this happen? Why did it take so long for this to happen? Why is it taking so long for this to happen? Is this going to happen? How is it going to happen? All these questions come up from time to time. And I got to go back to God with my little mustard seed faith and say, you know what, God? Yeah, I believe, I believe that everything I've been through for the 28 years, I'll be 29 this year, for the 28 years, I ain't 29 until July. From the 28 years I've been living here, everything I've been through in this life was for to get me to a day and time such as this. Everything, every person I've encountered, every person I've come in contact with, every decision, good and bad, I've made has prepared me and molded me for today. To do this video here today, to be here to speak to you guys today here at Life and Poetry, to build Life and Poetry today. And although my faith isn't where I want it to be and where it should be, where I know it needs to be in the moment, I'm working on it. And God is yet working on me. God, Life and Poetry, God is yet Life and Poetry. God is yet working on me. I can say that wholeheartedly, even as I fight back these tears. God is yet working on my behalf. God is moving in my favor. And he's just doing great things. He is, oh my gosh, God is doing such great things for me. Oh man, he's doing such great things. Because I had faith, because I have faith, because I will continue to have faith, no matter how it may be shaky, I'm going to be steadfast. I'm going to stay and obey. I'm going to continue to build my faith. I'm going to continue to walk with God in the front of everything that I do. And I'm going to put him back in the front seat of literally everything I do, say, touch, own, or operate. He will be right there. God got it. Trust me when I say this. Life and Poetry family, everything that you're dealing with right now, God got it. Give it all back to him. Your doubts, your fears, and hold on to that faith. No matter how shaky it may get, hold on to your faith. Trust me, hold on to your faith, Life and Poetry fam. It's going to be all right. It is going to be okay. Oh my gosh, it's going to be all right. You guys don't understand. It is going to be okay. I'm looking for something right quick, Life and Poetry. We're going to close out here. But I want to start doing this here as we close, as I close out on these videos here for these here. I want to start leaving you guys with quotes, you know. And it's a reason that I'm doing these quotes here. And they're quotes that I've come up with, I've said with God, and God has given me the word to speak here. But as I close out, I want to leave you with this quote here in particular. Where is it? I can't find it. Wait. Oh, right here. Wait, I just had it. Oh my gosh. Oh, right here. Right. The quote reads, when you feel like you're drowning in life situations, do not worry. Your lifeguard walks on water, right? Do not worry. Your lifeguard walks on water. When Jesus called, who did he call? Peter out of that boat? What did he have to walk across the water? Faith. He had to have faith enough to know that he wasn't going to sink, drown, and get eaten out by the fishes, sharks, whales, go blah, blah, blah. You know, he had to have faith enough to walk across the water to get to Jesus, to get to the Father. My God, Life Poetry family, I love you guys so much. We got to go. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's grow the family. Let's bring them in. Bring a friend next time. Encourage them as you encourage yourself. And I pray that these videos, as they come, encourages you to just sit with God and say, you know what, God, download in me. Download in me. But Life Poetry, we got to go. So in closing, as always, I love you. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. Stay safe. Be blessed. Until next time, we out. Peace.